Okay, so we're going to start chapter 2. And so basically at the end of chapter 2, you're going to install these servos, okay? But anyway, first what I want you to do is remember in chapter 1, you already made sure that the Board of Education is working, right? So you're going to do activity 1 first, which is building and testing the LED circuit. And so you're going to read through all this stuff over here so you understand what's going on. Now, don't forget, 1 second is 1,000 milliseconds, okay? So when we are coding here, we're using milliseconds. So if you wanted to pause for 1 second, you have to actually type in pause 1,000 because it's 1,000 milliseconds, okay? So then what you're going to do here is you're going to go ahead and copy and paste this code here, right? And this is the link I gave you. Also, this is your book, page 25, as you can see over here, page 25, okay? So then see how it works, okay? And then make sure you read again here, right? And then you're going to learn the do loop program, which basically means it's going to say hello and then wait 1 second, and you're going to do it over and over and over and over again. And that's what the do loop does, okay? So you're learning new coding language because you have to know this, right? Then if you want to, and so this is basically what you're typing into your Parallax IDE, then you can go ahead and change the program to display a different message, right? Then we move on to activity number 2. Activity number 2 is the other video where I show you how to connect the light into the motherboard. Okay, so you're going to work on that. So watch that video for specific instructions. And then the program that I tell you to plug in is over here. This is page 32 of the book, okay? Or the online link that I included in Google Classroom. So you're going to go ahead and put this one, right? And then you're going to see that the light is blinking. So that's one of the codes that I tell you to do in the other video. Then once you are done with that, you're going to move on to page 36 over here in your book, okay? And then you're going to have to read this like really carefully. The little mu s, that's a millionth of a second, okay? So this is different. This is a microsecond, okay? So earlier we're talking about milliseconds. That's like 1,000th of a second. But over here, the mu s, the symbol means millionths of a second. And you have to know what this means, the pulse out, because this is the code that we use in order to turn the motors, the wheel on your car, if you would. So make sure you read all this and make sure you understand everything, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and type this in and make sure it works, okay? And so that's what you have to do. And you're going to go all the way to page 40 today. So make sure towards the end, you really pay attention. So you're doing activity 1 and 2, right? Activity 3 is part 2 of chapter 2, and we're going to do that on the next lesson, okay? So please make sure, even if you don't finish, make sure you focus and try your best to finish everything, okay? Happy learning. Oh, and always, I'm here. Ask me for help.